You know, we tend to think we have a pretty good handle on our own bodies. But what if I told you that inside every single one of us is the potential for abilities that sounds like they're pulled straight from a comic book? Well, today we're going to uncover some of the most incredible, documented secrets of human capability. Okay, let's just jump right in with a couple of questions that sound, well, impossible, right? But believe it or not, the answer to both is a resounding yes. We're about to see that the limits of the human body are so much stranger and more flexible than we've ever been led to believe. And where else would we start but the command center itself, the brain? Its potential for memory, for control. It goes so far beyond our day-to-day experience. It unlocks what you can only call a kind of hidden genius. So meet Kim Peek. He wasn't just the inspiration for a famous movie, he was a real person with one of the most incredible minds ever documented. He was living, breathing proof of the brain's enormous and sometimes really mysterious capacity. So what was going on there? The key to Kim's ability was a condition called savant syndrome. It's this fascinating paradox, really, that tells us something pretty profound about the brain, that genius and disability aren't always what they seem. It's where you see these really significant developmental challenges existing side by side with an unbelievable spike in one specific ability. And this really puts the sheer scale of his mind into perspective. I mean, most of us struggle to remember what we had for dinner 3 nights ago. Kim Peek could read 2 pages of a book at the same time, one with each eye, and remember pretty much all of it. He was, quite literally, a living, walking library. An incredible memory is one thing, for sure, but the brain's power? Oh, it doesn't stop there. Not even close. Some people, through just intense, dedicated training, have learned to consciously control parts of their body that we're told are completely automatic. And you don't need to look any further than these Tibetan monks for a perfect example. Through a meditation practice they call Tumo, they can generate enough body heat to literally steam dry wet sheets wrapped around them in freezing cold weather. It's like they have their own internal thermostat that they can just dial up at will. All right, so if the mind can control the body's internal world, what about the body's resilience to the outside world? Now we're digging into a kind of physical toughness that seems to completely ignore the normal rules of biology. I mean, it sounds like the ultimate superpower, doesn't it? To be totally free from suffering, to never feel the sting of an injury. But as we're about to find out, a life without pain is way more dangerous than you could possibly imagine. And no, this isn't a superpower, it's a real and incredibly rare medical condition. For people born with CIP, the pain signal from an injury, well, it just never reaches the brain. It's like their body's internal alarm system is permanently switched off. And that's the terrifying trade-off. We think of pain as a bad thing, but really it's a gift. It's our body's most important feedback system, telling us to stop, to get help. Without it, someone might walk on a broken leg until it's permanently ruined, or not notice a deadly infection. It's a life lived in constant, hidden danger. And the body's resilience goes way beyond just pain. It extends to the most extreme environments you can think of. Imagine being submerged in icy water. For most of us, that's a death sentence. But there are documented cases where the human body taps into this ancient survival reflex, dramatically slowing the heart and metabolism, basically entering a state of suspended animation to conserve every last drop of oxygen. So, we've seen what the mind can be trained to do and how tough the body can be. But what happens when our very DNA gives us an upgrade? Now we're getting into what you can only call genuine biological anomalies. Rare genetic mutations that grant people abilities that seem, well, super. Just take a look at some of these incredible genetic gifts. We're talking about hyperflexibility, where a person's joints seem to defy physics, or the woman whose sense of smell is so powerful she can literally detect Parkinson's disease on people. Then there are people with a condition called tetrachromacy. It gives them extra color-detecting cells in their eyes, letting them see up to 100 million colors, most of which are totally invisible to the rest of us. The thing is, these trained skills and genetic gifts, they aren't just theoretical curiosities. When people push these abilities to the absolute max, they achieve feats of endurance so extreme they completely rewrite the record books. Just look at these numbers. They're staggering. Holding your breath for nearly 25 minutes, being so flexible you can fit your entire body through an unstrung tennis racket. These aren't just tricks. They are the absolute peak of human potential, all verified and on the record. And just when you think you've heard it all, you find out our bodies are filled with these smaller, everyday wonders that just reveal how strange and resilient our biology really is. That's right. As long as it has oxygen, the heart's own internal electrical system keeps it going, all on its own, even when it's completely disconnected from the brain and the rest of the body. Or how about this one? Your tongue is so incredibly smart and adaptable that it can remap its entire world and learn how to talk and eat around a completely new object in your mouth, sometimes within hours. It is the unsung hero of our anatomy. And all of this really just sums it all up, doesn't it? From the genius of the brain to the resilience of our cells, it seems like every discovery we make just opens up a dozen more questions. We live in these bodies our entire lives, and yet we're only just scratching the surface of what they can truly do. So I'll leave you with this thought: a photographic memory, a body that doesn't feel pain, or the ability to control your own biology. It really makes you wonder, what other hidden potential is still just waiting to be unlocked inside all of us? Thanks for joining me.